What's up guys, Will here from WXD, and today I'm here with a review of my limited edition Spiderman Beats, and I'm not going to waste any time on the intro, I'm just going to jump straight in.
Are you ready for the bass? My DJ, yo, get on the case.
Right, okay guys, this is what I got here. We got the Beats in their carry case. First of all, I'd just like to start off by talking about the carry case. The case is very good quality and it's got this good hard shell, and it doesn't dent easily and can like take being thrown across anywhere you want, like say across a bedroom or whatever. It's not going to like damage the Beats if they're inside it. And someone commented on my last video of the unboxing of this, and they said that the zip, you can tell that they're fake by the sound of the zip. And now that you mention it, you kind of can. These are fake, but they're still very, very good quality headphones for the money. I paid £98, I believe, for these, so I still think that was a good price for them. But you can hear it in the zip. That's kind of suckish. I did manage to break the carabiner off the top though, but that is probably because it's attached to my laptop bag, and when that's in the car and jumping around, then it gets pulled a lot like that, and it just like, see, even then it's just now hanging by a thread and it's just got pulled off. So that's not great. I'm just so if we move on to the inside, right, I'll just move the Beats off to the side for a second. The inside is pretty good as well. It's exactly the right size to fit the Beats in. They literally fit perfectly. But a couple of things about this is that the pouch in here comes out, which is kind of annoying. I'd rather it just be attached in, because then it doesn't, like, it's less fiddly, if you know what I mean. And there's no padding on the inside either, so it doesn't really cushion the Beats in any way. It just protects them with the hardness of the outside. Moving on, before we look at the Beats, I just want to say something about the other stuff that you get with it, so like the monster cable and that. But first off, the airplane adapter, definitely one of the most handy things ever. Like I travel a lot and I go abroad and stuff because of my sport, and like even just on going on holidays and stuff, it's like pretty good just to be able to plug this in and like straight away without having to use the airline one, because that generally decreases the sound quality if you use the airline one, whereas this you'll still get the full sound of the Beats audio when you plug it in. So that's cool. I really like that. The monster cable has done its job really, and provided me with decent sound, and it doesn't ever get tangled up, like literally never. Like even if it's like that, I'll just like pull it and it will just like come straight. The one bad thing is this little bit here. There's like a little sleeve that fits on here where you can see it's red. Yeah, that used to be black and it used to say Monster on it, and that's fallen off, but that doesn't really decrease the quality of it really. Just the build quality, to be honest. I'm just gonna push this off now because I've pretty much said everything I need to say about that, and we're gonna bring in these. Right, the first thing I've got to say is I was so stoked when I got these. Really happy with them. They're really decent headphones, and if you can't, in my case, afford £300 for a pair of real studios, these are just as good, in my opinion. Obviously, if you're one of those people like myself who likes to have the real thing, then it's kind of annoying now for me knowing that they're fake. But I still think that they're really good quality headphones, like, for the money. They look amazing, to be honest. Like, I mean, you can see like the detail. You're going to see a lot of smudge marks on it there where I've been touching it, but Like, just the job on it's really well done. You got the Beats by Dre on the top there, and they just generally look really nice and authentic. And like, you can't really tell that they're fake on first glance. You have to kind of listen to them, and well, not even listening to them. I'll get onto that later about the sound, but just that, like, you'd have to hold them and really look at them to tell that they're fake, unless you're some sort of like genius. But yeah, right. First off, I want to talk about the cushions. Okay, the cushions on the ears are really, really good quality cushions. Sorry guys, camera cut out yet again. As I was saying, the ear cups are very, very comfortable. They're like, I mean, they sit really like flush around your ears, so like perfectly sit on your head, and they're really just generally really comfortable. This top pad, however, is not so comfortable. I don't think there's enough padding on it, in my opinion. I would have liked to seen a bit more, even though it would kind of thicken it up, if you know what I mean. Like the size of the top bit, I'd still like to see a bit more padding, because I sit in the car quite a lot, as I said, because I travel because of my sport. And after about 2 hours of them being on your head, listening to music continuously, you do really start to notice them. And it's really sudden as well, it's really odd, but it's the same with, if you watch my Turtle Beach review, take them off, have a 5-minute break, put them back on, and they're pretty much like just as good as before. But other than that, I mean, they're really comfortable headphones. The isolation is pretty good, actually. At medium to high volume, you cannot hear a thing. Like, literally, you like, even road noise, like going along in the car, I can't hear anybody talking around me. If I'm at a competition, then I can't hear really loud music. Like, I'll sit there with these on and I'll just be able to be in my own little world. But as soon as you turn it down sort of past a third, then it's not so good. You can start to hear people talking when they're talking at sort of normal level, and you start to hear road noise when you're in the car. Other things about the sound: when the batteries are low, there is a slight humming kind of noise that comes through, but overall, pretty good. Like, when they are full battery, they're brilliant. Like, you couldn't get, like, the sound quality. You get great bass, really good sound clarity. Like, you can hear things in the music that you wouldn't be able to hear through cheaper headphones. Like, I watched a video on YouTube where Dr. Dre was explaining how he doesn't understand why people go out and spend over £200 on an iPod and then go and buy £10 worth of headphones to not be able to hear it properly, whereas these, you do pretty much hear what the artist wants you to hear. It's like listening to a pair of studio headphones, like, literally. The frequency range isn't great, however, but I think that's outweighed by the clarity and the bass that it gives you. If you want higher frequency range, like if you want to be able to hear higher notes and stuff, if you're into that kind of thing, then you probably want to go for some Bose headphones or from Sony headphones. I know that Sony are going to be releasing some new headphones soon. They are around the £300 mark though, but if you really want that, then that's the price you're going to have to pay for that kind of frequency range. I want to turn your attention though to the right hand side. This is just because of how I'm filming it. This is the right hand side. There are a couple of things. This button, first for the good things, right? This button here that you can click in and out basically mutes it. So I found that really helpful if I want to, like, hear my brother tell me something. If he's like tapping me on the shoulder like, whoa, 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 I'm like, I can't hear you because I've got Beats on, and then I can just press this button and it mutes it. My music's still playing, but it just mutes it so I can hear what he's saying, and then just let go and it continues playing. So that I found that really helpful feature. This switch, okay, I said in the unboxing that it was to turn the isolation on. As these are fake, which I recently discovered, it doesn't actually just turn the isolation on and off, it actually turns the whole headphones on and off. So that kind of sucks, because I wanted to be able to turn the isolation on and off in case I wanted to hear some outside noise. Otherwise I have to kind of sit with it like that on my head, so like one ear in, one ear out, and that's kind of uncomfortable. But you know, it's fine. It's not a major thing. The other like bad thing about this side is, on this side you see the curve is pretty well manufactured, but on this side, if you look a bit closer, you can see that it's not so like flush. The curve is a little bit out. It kind of goes like in an M shape, very very slightly, but I'm quite picky with that kind of thing. I mean, overall I'd say that sound quality is just as good as the real studio headphones, and build quality is still pretty good, because you can bend them like literally like whatever, and they won't break. But just like I said with the thing with the monster cable, and like this rattling noise, if you can hear this, you hear that, and it comes unclipped as well, like that. Like, that's the only difference in build quality really, and obviously the not being plush. But other than that, I'd say, because in HMV you can go in and listen to them before you buy them, the real ones, and I listen to them and then I listen to these straight after, and it's pretty much the same. It's only like there's a most minuscule amount of difference in the clarity, and you get slightly more volume because the real ones are slightly more powerful. But other than that, there isn't really much difference, and I've had like really good experiences with these. Like, they're my favourite pair of headphones. I've owned Skull Candy headphones. They sucked because they didn't go around my ears, and that really annoyed me. They're just like the on-ear ones, and if you want on-ear ones, then please go buy Beats Solos, because they do not leak at all. But on the subject of leaking, these do leak. That's another disadvantage of them being not completely authentic. They do leak. But apparently all studios leak. Apparently all studios leak, I've heard. But Solos don't leak, Pros don't leak, Mixers don't leak, Tour don't leak, but these do. Even the real ones. So they don't leak at low volume, just like medium to high, as the same with the same with the isolation, as I was saying, medium to high. It's the same with, because you can't hear people, they can probably hear your music, but that's about it. I mean, they're really, really good headphones to have, and I'm really glad I bought them. Definitely worth the money. I mean, that's pretty much £100 on a pair of headphones, and I don't normally do that, and I'm really glad I bought them. So, yeah. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. Comment, let me know what you think. I know I'm an R a lot, and I'm sorry about that, but I do tend to drag on. And I want to know if you guys have these headphones. I want to know what you thought of them, whether you agree, whether you disagree. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I hope you go and check out some of the other videos that we got, and stay tuned for some more that are going to be coming out very shortly. Thanks. See you later.
Now, bad boy, are you ready for the bass? My DJ, yo, get on the case.